Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Janera here and I'm super excited to have you right in this video. Welcome back. Okay, guys. Yes, if this is your first time seeing this face, my name is Janelle, and if it's not your first time, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Annyeonghaseyo, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a K-drama review. Right, as promised in my last video, all my previous videos, my previous recommendation videos, I said I was going to be, recommending. Okay, I was just checking if this microphone is on, but yes, it's on. Yes, and I hope it's working. Yes, I hope so. But yeah, I said I promised I was going to be doing, when I do recommendations, I'm going to do one video, just pick one video and do a review on that, right? And I've done like 2 recommendation videos, yes, like last week. So this week I'm going to be doing reviews. I hope you're in for it. So I'm going to be reviewing Mask Girl today. Mask Girl is a dark drama. It's a dark drama series. It doesn't have so much episodes, and that was why I watched it quickly. Though it was scary, the genre is horror. It is horrific. Now there were 3 mothers, and a lot of violence, right? And bullying, so much of that, right? And yes, it's a good movie. Is it worth the watch? Yes, it is. You should watch it if you haven't. But if you always want like a recap, you can come to my channel for recaps. Okay, I can do recaps on movies. You can just tell me what long series you've always wanted to watch that you've not watched. I'll watch it for you. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Yeah, let's get into the review. Okay, so Mask Girl, I'm going to be looking right down for just a few times because these names are Korean names, please. I do not totally remember them. Right. So I'm going to be telling you the producer of the movie and the writer of the movie, right? But I wonder where they got that theme from. The movie is so dark, but anyway, let's go ahead. Yes, so there are 7 episodes and each episode had like 1 hour. Is it 50 minutes to 1 hour thereabout? So it's not so long, right? So the director of the movie is Kim Yong-hoon and the writer is Mamie, right? So the main character of this movie is Kim Mo-mi, who is a sales clerk, right? And then Oh-nam, who is her colleague, right? Great. So let's go ahead with a review. Now, let me start from, I do not want to start doing what the movie did to me. You know, I see some, I'm currently seeing a Korean drama that I had to see. You have to be intelligent to understand such movies. You have to, like, every series I'm like, why? Huh? Okay. Yeah, I was like, that's almost every episode. Like every episode. It was really confusing. You have to put one or two together to understand that, okay, this is what is happening, this is what is happening. Well, I love such movies because they're quite engaging, but sometimes they do too much. Oh, what's happen now? Anyway, right. So Kim Momi, it started as, when she was a child. The movie started when she was a child. So she grew up as a child who loved dancing. So she always dreams of being a dancer, like in a very big place. You see a lot of people cheering her, like, ooh. So she wanted that kind of life, right? But growing up, when she was 5, she was cute. She was, how baby cuteness. Yeah, she was cute. And then she was dancing for her school, whatever, right? People were cheering her and the rest. Oh, I think that was even in her dreams. Because growing up as a 5-year-old, she was already up. Right. But to me, there are actually beauty standards everywhere. For us in this part of the country or this part of the world, I don't think we really take notice of people who are not fine like that. I don't know. But anyway, the beauty standards. Kim Momi looks really cute to me, even as an adult. But I don't know why in the movie, she was being portrayed as ugly, right? So anyway, she would be practicing in her room as a young girl, I think she was 8, 10-ish, practicing in her room, and her mom would be like, will you stop that? Come with it. Why are you practicing though? With that face of yours? You can't, please. It was really, really bad that she had to stop. Right, she had to stop dancing. So fast forward to when she grew up, she was now working as a sales clerk. You know how all these big, like an office, right, where there's so many, it's not like you have your private office, so there are so many desks and chairs where there are so many employees. Yeah, so that was the kind of office she was working. So yeah, everyone to their laptop. She had a friend who she was always discussing with, right? Like someone sitting behind her that she was always discussing with. And she had a colleague called Onam. Now, Onam also grew up, I'm going to say his own story quickly. Onam also grew up as a child who was not liked by a lot of people. Probably just his mom liked him. So he was this very reserved kind of child. So he grew up, Onam is on the big side. Yes, so he grew up being bullied. He was always on his own. He lived a lonely life. So he was working in that office and going back home, just office home. He even had a doll in his apartment, a giant doll. So yes, Kim was going back home one day from work, and then she saw something that looked like what she had always dreamed of, like someone was dancing and they were cheering, right? So she went home, she thought of what to do, and then she got a mask. And then she opened, should I say like an OnlyFans account? So she opened an account that she was going to be dancing and then doing all her thing with the mask. So she had the mask and she was dancing. When she comes from work, she was just basically living a double life. So she was this quiet person at work, get back home. She felt really, really ugly, so that she had to get a mask. To me, she wasn't ugly, but she got a mask and she was dancing. A lot of people were watching. In fact, most of our colleagues also were watching this girl. In fact, she was the hottest girl online. Right? She was called Mask Girl. So yes, Onam, who does not have any friends, also was watching Mask Girl, and she was his favorite girl on that platform. And then he notices people a lot. He doesn't even look at the face of ladies. He doesn't look at people's faces, but he just looks when you come to deliver something to him, he just maybe check your feet or check your hands and all that. So he had watched Mask Girl for like a very long time, that he noticed that she had some dots on her hand, right? Here, and here. So there was one day, Kim Momi came to give Onam a document, and he wasn't looking at her face, obviously, because he was scared of talking to ladies. And bam, he saw those spots. 1, 2, 3. And what? The nail polish. Huh? And then he knew that this was Mask Girl, because he went back home and watched and watched and watched again, and then he realized that that was her. Wow. From that day, he started looking at her. She'll be working and he'll be looking at her. She'll be doing stuff, he'll be looking at her. He tried to approach her, but he couldn't. Right? When she's going to the elevator, he'll be working towards her just to talk to her, but it wasn't working. He didn't know how to talk to ladies. So anyway, Mask Girl got very popular, that a lot, they went to a restaurant and then, they were eating, and then some of her superiors were like, oh, this is my favorite girl of all. She's the best and all that. She was like, she didn't know that a lot of people were watching her like that. Although when she does her live stream, she has a lot of comments. And then Onam was one of her favorite, right? She always, maybe when she feels down and then she's trying to like let her fans know that she feels down and all that. Onam has another name online, right? He had this name that, she was familiar with, because he always encourages her and the rest. But she didn't know it was Onam right in the office. Right. So people online were telling her, unveil yourself, we need your mask off, this and that. Only if we can see your face, this and that. She was like, you can't see my face. You can't do this, you can't do that. Anyway, fast forward to when a guy online, she loved her boss. The way Onam was looking at Kim Momi was the way Kim Momi was looking at her boss. So one day, the boss they left a restaurant, right? The whole colleague left the restaurant, and then she had to follow her boss and was like, can I share a taxi with you? Yes. So the boss's wife called, and then he was like, I'm in the taxi alone, I'm heading home. But she felt like he was liking her, and that was why she said that, and that was why he said that, so that his wife would not feel bad. But yeah, she went back and discussed that with her fans, and Onam was really angry, like, oof. And then Onam was like, chatting, if you love another guy, if you follow another guy, I'm going to feel bad and all that online. Okay, Onam had power online. He's a keypad warrior. Right, but not physically. But yes, this her boss got to have issues in his home, and then he got really drunk, and then she was taking him home, but he didn't know his address because he was obviously drunk, and then she took him to a hotel, and then bam, it happened, right? Something happened between them, and she thought it was something. She was trying to build something out of it, but her boss was like, no, that's nothing. So she felt really bad. She got drunk, she went home, and all of a sudden she misbehaved in front of the camera. She got naked in front of the camera, so they banned her account. So they placed a ban on her account, and yes, She had to be serious with work again. Although some people were still chatting her, some of her fans were still chatting her up. And then one of her fans was like, please, can I meet you? So she got to meet this person, right? But she was still wearing a mask like this from here. She was still wearing a mask from here. And then this guy was just wooing her like, oh, I don't think you're ugly. I think you're beautiful. This and that. They had a conversation in a restaurant. She now told him that this and that, this and that, this and that. They put one or two together. And then she was like, he was trying to deceive her. I don't think you're this. I don't think you're that. I don't think you're this. I don't think. So she ended up removing a mask, right? Apparently, this guy was trying to get information on the mask girl to to give to people online, right? He was looking for money. He's a really poor boy. He's looking for money. So yeah, he got a hotel that they should just chill there. So she was like, I don't think that's right and all that. But yeah, she followed him into the hotel. And guess what? Onam knew she was with someone because this guy was already posting online that, hey guys, I'm with Mask Girl. I'm going to shoot. I feel she's really ugly. I'm going to tell you guys how this ends. So Onam saw that online and then he was calling Kimomi, calling and calling her. She wasn't picking up. They were in the hotel room already. So in the hotel room, he was trying to, the guy, right, who claims to be her fan, was trying to have his way with her. She wasn't even having it. So she pushed him. He hit his head on a sink and fell down. And at that point, Onam was already trying to locate the hotel they were, right? Because this guy put the name of the hotel and whatever that he's going to do that, he's going to do this, he's going to do that with her. So yeah, Onam found his way to the hotel and bam, Onam called Kimomi, and Kimomi was like, oh yes, I'm in this room. So he went to the room and met this guy on the floor. Of course, bleeding through on his head, like it was that bad. Onam was like, go, I'm going to handle it. Go, I'm going to handle it. So she left. She went home, and her intention was bad. It was bad that she had to go, like, opt in for surgery because she felt like she had done something to someone. So she had to opt in for surgery because, like, she's like, oh my God, I'm over it. Like, this is the time I have to do this, right? So she had already gone for her surgery, and Onam was here thinking of what to do. He was just there looking at this guy on the floor, thinking of what to do. He went out, got a knife, got a lot of things that he was going to use to, When he was looking at this guy on the floor, the guy now sneezed. Like, apparently he passed out. But I don't know what happened. He thought he had to finish the work. He would have just left when the guy sneezed. Of course, because the guy was going to be confused at that point, but he had to finish the work. And then after everything, he packed the body. Yeah, that was the beginning of the movie. So yeah, Onam tried to call Kimomi so many times. Kimomi would not pick up, I don't leave my burden for you. Yeah, she wasn't picking up. She wasn't responding. She wasn't replying, nothing. So he found his way to her apartment. And then when he got there, he was really pissed off. Like, oh, I know you're here. In fact, she was trying to dance. She was wearing a mask, trying to dance that night when he came to her apartment. And then he was like, I know you're in there. Why are you not taking your call? What are you doing? Then she opened the door. I don't know why she opened the door for him, but he came in. I was like, so she just went offline, And then he was like, oh, why are you, I love you, I do this, and all that. And then he was now trying to have his way with her. She let him, she let him, right? So, I think she felt like she owed him something. So she let him, but she felt really sad, and then she had to, right. So when she did that, she ran away. In fact, he noticed that her eyes were different through the mask she was wearing, because this guy had studied Kimomi so badly. He knew that she had done something, but of course she left town. So they found out that they came to her apartment. They saw the body of Onam. They also saw the other guy's body. So they linked the other guy's body to Onam, and then they linked, seeing that Onam was no more too. They did not know how to link the whole thing, yeah. But yeah, they knew it was Mask Girl that took Onam's life, but she wasn't just anywhere again, right? Remember, she has changed her face, and that was the mission Onam's mother took. This is the next phase of the movie. So Onam's mother is a very strong woman. I would give that to her. She's a very strong woman. She started looking for Kimomi. She traveled. She had to even, she was involving detectives and all that. So the detective had told her that he saw someone. So they knew that she had done surgery. So he said he saw somebody, a beautiful lady, dancing somewhere in a shopping mall, outside the shopping mall, and she dances like Mask Girl. So this lady, Onam's mother, started investigating. She was really sad that she had lost her son. So she started investigating, and then she saw a necklace that Mask Girl used to dance when she was dancing on her fan account, right? And then she saw this same girl wearing same necklace. So when she traveled to that place, she caught the girl, took her to an uncompleted building and wanted to. So the girl now said, oh, no. She lied to Onam's mom that this is what happened. This was what happened. This girl, I got this necklace from a girl at the club. I know her. Her name is Mimo. I know her. She is my enemy and all that. Unknowingly to Onam's mom that this girl was lying. She had to let the girl go because the girl was like, pay me some money and I'm going to get this girl for you. That's the real Kimomi, right? And unknowingly to Onam's mom, Kimomi and this girl she caught are friends. So yeah, this girl went back home to where they used to stay and told her that Onam's mom is after your life. Now, before I continue, I'm going to let you know that what happened between Kimomi and Onam that day before she got pregnant. And then she took that little baby to her mom. She wasn't having any relationship with her mom at all. She wasn't having any relationship with her mom, but she had to take the child to her mom because how would she take care of the child? She was going through a lot. So yeah, her child, who is Onam's child, a girl child, Mimo, was staying with her mother. Now, this girl also grew up, that's Kimomi's child, also grew up trying to, be beautiful and all that. She was pretty. She's pretty, right? The grandma did not have any issues with that, but she started school, but she didn't like the girl like her because of how Kimomi, the mom, ended up. So anyway, the mom of Onam's mom, she was living her life for revenge. She was living her whole life for revenge. So what happened was that she got caught up with these two ladies trying to run away. And then I think she shot, or I don't know how she got shot. Oh, Kim Momi's friend also got shot. And Kim Momi took Onam's mother, put her in a car, and pushed her in an ocean. Or that should be a lake, right? In a lake, right? And she ran away. That was how she ran away. At that time, Seth, she was still pregnant, trying to run. So yeah. At the end, guess what Onam's mother did? Onam's mother was able to survive that scene. She was able to get out of that car in that lake, and she traveled to another country. She got her face done. Just like Kim Momi, I told you she was living for revenge. Now, the whole mother was linked to Kim Momi. So they got to find out, and then she got arrested. So she was now in jail, like a life sentence. She was now in jail. She was always, having issues with people in that jail that she was, having issues with people doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. So yeah, the country that Onam's mom moved to, she was following Kim Momi's daughter, Mimo. She was following that child. She wanted to make that child's life miserable. Knowing that that child is also her grandchild, Onam's child, she didn't care, but she was just seeing Kim Momi, mask girl, on this baby, right? So from her childhood, from Mimo's childhood, this Onam's mother was following her, like she was selling something in front of her school, and then she was advising her, any child that calls her mask girl daughter, she should be violent towards them and all that. So this girl was growing up as a bad child. People were like, oh, this violence is transferable through the gene and all that. Mask girl was in jail, and she was hearing all of this about her daughter. I'm checking my mic again, right? But she wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all. So she was trying to find a way to escape. There was no way. So guess what? There was this lady in cell with them that she was always fighting with, but she saw this lady one day crying. As of that time, she had received Christ, right? She was now a Christian, reading the Bible and all that. I'm talking about Mask Girl. So, she was now asking this lady, what's wrong and all that. So the lady was like, my daughter, her kidney, this, that. She now offered to give the lady's daughter one kidney. Now this lady is a very popular lady, right? That politicians and also people in the cell knew that she was very influential. So yeah, Kim Momi offered to give her daughter one kidney, and that was her only route to go out. This lady was trying to use Kim Momi, but Kim Momi was also trying to use her, right? So when they got to the hospital, the day she was supposed to donate her kidney to the daughter, she escaped. And when she escaped, she was trying to reach, because Onam's mother had taken her daughter. She had convinced Mimo, who is Kim Momi's child, that she shouldn't live with her own grandma again. So she left. She took this girl to a very far, like the countryside, where she couldn't get help. So at this point, this lady had bought a lot of things to do her complete her mission. She set the camera, just as I've set this camera right now, and I'm doing this video, just to record the whole pain of losing a child. to send to Kim Momi, not knowing that Kim Momi had escaped prison. So yeah, Kim Momi was able to find her way to that place, although Kim Momi's mom was also trying to find her way to that place to save her grandchild. So they got there almost at the same time. But this woman, Onam's mother, had caused pain to the mother, that's Kim Momi's mother already. So apparently she couldn't make it. And they had to do a lot of fighting. Kim Momi saved her daughter, Mimo. And that was amazing. She was able to do what her mother was not able to do for her, right? And at the end, she got arrested again. But her daughter was a free woman. She ended up taking Onam's mother down, right? And her daughter was a free girl, right? Now, this is the end of the movie. At the end of the movie, I found out that love is really important. And all of this, yes, I know it's a movie. All of this would have been avoided if she was being showed love growing up as a child. She wouldn't have ended up being the girl with double life. She wouldn't have even ended up being the girl having a child and not being in the child's life, you know. A lot of things can be avoided. I learned a lot of things in the movie, although it's really dark, right? I learned a lot of things. Love people. It doesn't matter how they look. They didn't make themselves. Love people, okay? I know this is a very long video, and yes, this is just a recap on a movie that is, okay, 7 episodes, 7 hours. So I just summarized 7 hours, okay? Thank you so much if you have watched to this time. Thank you so much for watching my video. Yes, I really appreciate you. I wouldn't make this any longer. Bye for now. See you on my next one. Bye.